Alright, so good morning everyone. We are on our way to the Moto Guzzi demo day. So Moto Guzzi sent me an email a little while ago saying that they were, I guess I'm on the mailing list or something, they were planning a demo day in Frederick, Colorado, which is just around the corner from Longmont where I live. So, off to Frederick I go. Hopefully today I'm going to get to ride a variety of bikes. But looking at the V7 specifically. But if I get the chance I wouldn't mind riding a Stelvio. And of course, I would love to ride the V85 TT again. Now, I've ridden one of these before. A few years ago when I ended up buying the BMW, I did actually look at the Moto Guzzi V85 TT and really liked it. But there was just something a little too agricultural about it compared to the BMW. But my understanding is over the past couple of years, Moto Guzzi have made a few changes to the V85. I believe it now has a variable valve timing head. It's a little more powerful, a little smoother. So I'm very interested to see what that's like. So that's what we're off to do. We're off to go see Moto Guzzi, the V85, the V7 and the Stelvio. Now, often with these things, depending upon how many people turn up, you only get to ride one bike. So the one I want to ride first is the V7. That's the one that interests me. I'm considering swapping the Triumph out for the V7. Maybe. We'll just have to see. Depends on whether I like it or not, I guess. Still, despite the air quality, it's a really nice day for a bike ride.
So I want to say thanks to Aces for setting this whole thing up and setting up the coffee tent, which was very welcome this morning. And we've got a taco truck over there, which I'm going to grab some lunch from in a minute. There's Moto Guzzi over there. And these guys did a great job, and it's very much appreciated. I was able to ride the V7, which is something that's been on my list for a while to do. The Stelvio, and after lunch the V85, hopefully that will come through. Looks like it will. So very happy with the way that the day has gone. So thank you Aces, appreciate it. Ricky Orlando, thank you for running leading the runs that we had today. They were very good, very interesting, and it's greatly appreciated. Very nice to meet you.
So this is going to be my steed for this first run. This is the Moto Guzzi V7 Stone, and it's in all black, which is one of the reasons I like it. The lime green one after that's a V7 Sport, and then not sure what the next one is. Alright, let's get going. Love the dash, especially with the eagle in the middle there, the stylized eagle. That's really nice. Now, first thing I'm noticing, however, is that the gear shifter is a little on the short side. My big old boots. So that might be a problem. But this feels great. I like this. Do I like it more than the Triumph? I don't know. At least not yet. We'll have to see. This is a lot more nimble, I think. than my Triumph. I guess one could talk a lot about passion and character and all of that stuff, and a lot of people have talked about that where the Moto Guzzi is concerned. I'm not going to do that. I am going to compare it with what I know, and what I know is the Triumph 900 Scrambler. So engine-wise, they're similar. They're both twin-cylinder. They are around the same size. The Triumph is nominally 900, which I think means it's like 890 something maybe. This is an 850. This, of course, is a shaft drive, where the Triumph is a chain drive, and I do like a shaft drive. Plenty of engine braking, although not quite as much as the Triumph, I think. Now, I'm not exactly revving this out right now. Okay, so we've got a 6-speed box. Well, this is quite comfortable. Alright, so this time we are riding the Stelvio, and this is huge. I'm not used to this, but wow, dash is nice, controls are nice, got a screen, it's going to be fun. Oh, this feels nice, this is smooth. Yeah, this is pretty high. I would have to get used to this, but I think I could. And I will say, this is not a review. This is kind of a review. This is just my random stream of consciousness thoughts and ideas as I ride this thing. I feel like there's a lot more wind noise on this than I was getting on the V7. I'm not sure why that is. Or it may be that one of my earplugs has fallen out, because it seems to be predominantly on the right hand side. So I think one of my earplugs is loose. That's a lot of wind noise. I guess I'm used to wearing earplugs all the time. Hey kids, wear your fucking earplugs. This thing's immensely comfortable. Good lord, it's comfortable. And the positioning is just perfect for me. It's really nice to ride, but I will say my left knee is getting kind of warm, and I'm guessing that's hot air coming from the radiator. It's not uncomfortable. It's not even bad. It's I just noticed it, that's all. I like the seating position. It feels good. I love the power. Yeah, I could cruise a long way on this. I could cruise a very long way on this. Brakes are good. Just, I'm one finger braking, that's all. Just one finger is all it needs, and this thing just stops. It's fantastic. Yeah. One finger. Gearbox is good, much like the V7. Gearbox is nice, smooth. I like it. There's a lot of info on that dash. I'm not sure I really need that. I mean, it's nice that it's there, of course, but I don't think I need it. It doesn't have that rush of power that the V7 has. Of course, it's a much bigger, heavier bike, but it's very smooth. It's very smooth. The suspension is nice. I'm not getting rattled around as much as I was in the V7, and that's not to say that the V7 was bad. I don't think it was at all. But this is definitely a lot smoother. I mean, it's a lot more of a sophisticated bike. Obviously, we're not comparing apples to apples here, but yeah, I like this. I could ride one of these. I don't know how much these buggers cost. Way out of my price range, I'm sure. But I could ride one. I could own one of these. Again, shaft drive, transverse V-twin. What's there not to love? I guess this is the more up-to-date V85. But I think, and I'm not sure I'm hearing it right. Because of the weirdness going on in my helmet right now. Well, one might argue there's always been a lot of weirdness in my helmet. But having one earplug come loose means I'm not hearing things the same way as I was previously. I do think this doesn't have the nice rumble that the V7 has. Interesting, the back brake doesn't do very much. Alright, and there it is. Moto Guzzi Stelvio in all its glory. Not impressed with the back brake, but that may be just this particular bike, but the rest of it, really nice. Alright, it's lunchtime. This is what we've got. Yep, chicken quesadilla and all the trimmings. Very nice indeed. Should set me up for the next run. Alright, here we go. Last ride of the day. This is the V85 TT, and this is a bike I've ridden before. Okay, first impressions. Pretty good. Still jerky on the throttle. Feels like a spongy rear brake, same as the Stelvio's. We'll see though. But this is one of those bikes that I really like the look of. I love those twin headlights up front. The twin headlights and the eagle. Yeah, that rear brake is not that great. What's interesting is I can push this down like you would a dual sport. Nice. Yeah, that gearbox is smooth. I like that. That's one of the things that I can say about all of the Guzzis I've ridden today is their gearbox has been very smooth. Just you don't feel anything at all. It's just remarkably smooth. I love that. Yeah, I think I prefer this to the Stelvio. There's something about this air-cooled simplicity that I like. And also, it's here we go. It's got character. It's got soul. It's got heart. It's got... Yes. That's what it's got. I used the
the descriptors that everybody uses for Italian bikes, but I have to say, it does feel like a nice ride. The pickup in 6th gear is nice too. I have to admit the suspension feels pretty good on this too. Is it as good as the Stelvio? I'm not sure, probably about the same. Wouldn't be surprised if it's same parts. But it feels good, feels smooth. Nice comfortable ride. There's one thing I like, it's a nice comfortable ride. The throttle feels a little jerky sometimes, just as you're opening it up. It's very slight though, may even be just the road. Yeah, this feels comfortable, the screen is actually doing its job, and I'm not getting a lot of buffeting on the helmet, which is good. Mirrors are good, not much vibration, considering it's a vibey motor. Yeah, all in all, I like the V85. Yeah, really nice. Really nice, I really like that. So, the question is, how do they all compare to the Triumph? The first thing you notice about the Triumph is its unequal weight distribution. It's okay, I don't have too much of a problem with it, but if you've just come off a bike that is built normally, and then you jump on the Triumph, it feels weird, because it's heavier going around some corners than it is others because of the distribution of the weight caused by the exhaust. Now, in terms of comfort, yeah, I'm quite comfortable on this. It's still picking up a lot of the bumps, but the suspension's kind of soft. Don't have too much of a problem with it. Much the same as the V7. Now the downshifting's a lot smoother on Triumph. And of course the Triumph really compares directly with the V7. It doesn't compare with the V85 or the Stelvio, completely different style of bikes. So we'll keep the comparison to the V7. Riding position feels very similar. They're both laid out pretty similar. I think overall I like the V7 better, but it's marginal. I mean, it really is marginal. The V7 is a little buzzier because it's that V-twin engine. The one thing I will say about the Bonneville engine is it's very smooth. Very smooth indeed. The throttle control on this is much smoother, I think, than the Moto Guzzi. And I thought with the Guzzi, with the V7, I was getting less wind noise. But actually, looking at how fast we're going right now, I don't think that's the case. I'll have to go back and look at the recording, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting probably about the same level of wind noise, maybe even a little less. Yeah, see, I'm getting a little wind catching the helmet, pushing my head back a little. I mean, I'm wearing an ADV helmet on a bike that does not have a screen, so you kind of expect to catch a little wind anyway. Yeah, if I had my way, I'd have both of them. I'd keep the Triumph. I would add probably a BMW. After all, I used to have one at R9T and I really enjoyed that. And I think the new one is the R12T. So I would have one of those. And I would have a Moto Guzzi V7. Absolutely no reason why not. Because it has soul, it has character, it has this. And And actually so does the Triumph, just different. The Triumph has character, the Triumph has soul, it's just different than the Guzzi. So, am I talking myself into a V7, or am I talking myself out of a V7? I don't know, honestly, is the answer. I don't know. I find it very hard to choose between the two. You know, do I go ahead and get a little screen for the front of the scrambler just to push some of the air away from me? Maybe. Maybe that would help. That would be cheaper than buying a V7. Not as much fun though. Nice old thing.